broadcasting live. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Mbah a Moute into the 3 spot. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. 3 on 3 from 11 feet away. Rondo, no good.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
Here's Gibson after the Clippers pick up 2. And stolen by Redick. And now the Clippers on the break. There's the triple. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Redick's got his first 3 points of the game.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Shots good from Mbah a Moute.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And that one's good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Gibson with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Rondo's running. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Rondo.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Redick with it. Wade picks him up. Griffin dishes to Mbah a Moute. Excellent D from Wade.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Bulls pick up 2. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Lopez, and there's the feed to Wade. Rondo passes to Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall. The Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Mbah a Moute cans the 12-footer.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
The feed to Wade. Lopez a screen, and the basket by Wade.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. No good off the front iron.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Wade. Nice move. Lopez kicks to Butler. They grab their own miss. Paul against Rondo. Feeds it to Gibson. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Wade with the block. on the break, and it's blocked by Jordan. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Redick is in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Redick's got 5 points so far. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Rondo kicks to Gibson. Bulls moving the ball around. And the shot is good. 6 points for Dwayne Wade. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here is Mbamute. Lopez with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Portis comes in for Robin Lopez. And Mirotic subbed in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Crawford. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Bank shot. No good.
You know, one of the things I think we forget about with Chris Paul is just how clutch he is as a player. I mean, hitting the go-ahead shot in Game 7 against the Spurs last postseason was a big reminder to everyone that this guy is clutch.
And here's Redick after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. Here is Mbamute. Goes back up. Jordan dishes to Mbamute. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Mbamute has got 6 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
And talking about Paul and his ability to come up in the clutch, that Game 7 shot when he was playing injured against San Antonio, the defending champions, turned out to be the game-winning points. Remarkable play, remarkable series for him.
It was. You know, you could see him hobbling around out there and would have to miss games in that Rockets series, the first 2, if I recall. But that series is what Paul is really all about, Kevin. He is a competitor, first and foremost.
Rondo drives in and taken away by Paul. And here's Mbamute. In the corner, it's Crawford. Connects from three-point range. Crawford's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rondo. And no good trying to get that one. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Clippers on top. And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew from head coach Doc Rivers.
Doc told me, you know, you should be defensive player.
A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the defensive player of the year, Clark, this past season. And the fact that he didn't win it, looks like it'll keep him motivated.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I love the passion he plays with defensively. It seems like a burning fire in him, and Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. You've got to love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second-chance opportunities here in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Rajon Rondo is out there with D. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. Then it's McDermott. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Rondo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Crawford. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
On deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Chris Paul.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round one in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round two.
Chicago with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Gibson. To the left side wing. Just 4 to shoot. McDermott. And again, no good by Chicago.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Gibson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here is Felton. They lead by 4. There's the pass to Griffin. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Spates. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. In transition, here come the Bulls. Rondo passes to Mirotic, and the basket good.
Rondo with a nice dish.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
You know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Portis, who's checked in for Chicago. Gannon comes in for Rajon Rondo. The Clippers also making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Mbahumute comes in for Brandon Bass. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Raymond Felton. And the basket good. Crawford's got 5.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Redick. Rebounded by McDermott. Bulls trail by 4. pass to Valentine. Here's Portis. Trying to find Mirotic, gets it to him, and finished off by McDermott.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Spates, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the game.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And he makes the first.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Clippers leading by 4 and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Crawford, no luck.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
On, here we go. Crawford all.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Oh, that's blocked. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Robin Lopez is checked in for Mirotic. Jimmy Butler comes in for Doug McDermott. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Isaiah Cannon. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Paul's checked in. Now here's Butler. Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets to space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. The shot's good from Paul.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Passes it to Portis. Valentine, defended by Paul. Three-pointer, Butler. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Paul kicks to Mbamute. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Wade. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Paul. Off target from outside.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Lopez outside. Pass to Portis. Bulls moving the ball around. Butler attacking. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence would turn out to be.
And again and again.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And he gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Wade, no good on that last second attempt there. It's all tied in Chicago. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Doc, how would you assess the team's performance throughout the first half?
Well, we wasn't scoring and we were turning the ball over. I like our pick.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement. So Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. He's got 13 points and a couple of nice steals, too. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah a Moute in at the 3, the small forward.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. Mbah a Moute with the steal. Griffin goes in. There's the dish to Mbah a Moute. And the wide open shot from Redick. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, because of Blake Griffin, the Clippers certainly known for their big dunks, he and DeAndre Jordan. But they can hurt you from long range, too. A lot of three-point threats on this team. And last year, they were 3rd in the league in three-point percentage.
Here's Redick. The Bulls getting the bucket.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. One thing you can say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the big 4.
Crawford's shot is good. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
That's a 2 from Paul. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Griffin with the steal. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. Finished off the break. Crawford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his full level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14, lost his way a little bit, but he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
To the inside, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And the Clippers call time here. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Lopez. McDermott comes in for Butler. D, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Rajon Rondo. The Clippers also making some changes. Spates checked in for Jordan. Bass comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Austin Rivers in for J.J. Redick. Stolen by Rivers.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
The shot's good from Paul.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
Here's Cannon, defended by Paul. Valentine passes to Mirotic. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The pass to Valentine. Here's Cannon, defended by Paul. Cannon dishes to Mirotic. And stolen by Spates. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Paul. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Paul's got 8 points.
And, you know, the role for Rivers last season was that of a bench scorer. I mean, not sure if he'll ever be a starter, but he can be a part of a winning basketball team with his skill set.
The shot's good from Paul. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Rivers kicks to Crawford. Dishes it to Spates. Here's Rivers. No good off the back of the rim.
And with the trade last season, Rivers became the first son ever to play for his father. His dad, of course, being Doc Rivers.
Gibson the screen. Pass to Valentine. 5 to shoot. From downtown. From 12 feet out. Here's Mirotic. McDermott kicks to Cannon. Valentine. He's guarded by Rivers. McDermott, no one around him. It's good from long range. McDermott's got 5 points so far.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Deep 2 from Crawford. And it's Chicago with the rebound. McDermott's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kicks it to Cannon. McDermott passes to Cannon and taken away by Paul. And now the Clippers on the break for the finish. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Chicago making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Kermit. Spates dishes to Mba Amute. He kicks it to Bass. For 3, Felton. Mirotic grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 3. Wade drives in and stolen by Felton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the first one drops. Chicago making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Mirotic. And it's Butler in for McDermott. The Clippers also changing it up. Griffin comes in for Brandon Bass. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Chris Paul.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Rondo drives in. Portis, the pass to Rondo. The kick outside to Butler. 14 feet away. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Felton with the ball. They've got Portis. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Redick. Gets an open look and hits. Redick's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles. Butler kicks to Lopez. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And they better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Rondo dishes to Wade. Lopez passes to Rondo. Lopez a screen to the wing right side. Shoots off the screen. Can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season. Led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game.
Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Clippers were so strong on the road last season. It led the league. Clark and field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And the Clippers, with those 8 road wins at the end, you mentioned, that pushed their road record to 26-15. That was second best in the league. Also set a franchise high for road wins.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from Crawford. And it's Rondo penetrating. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jordan. Clippers leading by 3. Crawford kicks to Jordan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
You know, what's amazing about the Clippers on the road last year, guys, was the context. I mean, they had a bunch of back-to-back games and went 16-4 on the back end of back-to-backs. 11 of those came on the road.
Here's Butler. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Crawford outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. That's a 2 from Paul. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Rondo passes to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Out to Wade. To the left wing. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 19 points for Wade.
Boy, I love to see D. Wade shoot the ball.
And it's Paul penetrating. It's Crawford on the wing. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. From the corner. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bulls making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Rondo kicks to Mirotic. But they recover it. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Butler with the steal. Here's Lopez. He feeds it to Wade. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Paul against Rondo. Outside Butler. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Mirotic. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
The shot's good from Paul.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. The feed now to Mirotic. From outside, off the mark.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Crawford's shot is good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. Portis is checked in for Robin Lopez. The Clippers also making some changes. Spates checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Wade penetrating. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Bulls pick up 2. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Count!
No doubt about it. Wade has found the touch right now.
The game has come down to this.
Ginormous possession here.
What intensity.
We're seeing that red-hot version of Blake Griffin.
Wade against Redick. Rondo kicks to Mirotic. Sinks it. Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gut.
It's Redick on the wing. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Johnson. It's deflected and taken away by Paul. Count it!
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. Wesley Johnson picks one up. Free throw, no good for Butler. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout. Butler with the steal. Pushing it up. Rondo wide open. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Jimmy Butler. D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Lopez in at the 5 patrolling the paint. Here's Redick. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Griffin dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. Griffin passes to Mbah-a-Moute. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Jordan's shot is off. Chicago leading. Wade kicks to Gibson. Out to Wade. Here's Lopez, and Jordan sends it back. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Redick, finished off the break. Redick's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Feeds it to Jordan. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Butler. Wade kicks to Rondo. Count! And we'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too. Well, how about Rajon Rondo in this one? He has 12 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games. Almost no chance of that shot coming in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot out.
That's his second personal foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
The Bulls, 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Paul dishes to Griffin. Paul kicks to Griffin. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Redick inside the line. Chicago leading by 4. Here we go, 1-on-1. Paul with the steal. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Griffin. And stolen by Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough. And sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Overtime has become do-or-die time. An empty possession here, and I think they're finished.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And Gibson kicks to Lopez. From deep three-point range, comes up empty down low. Now Reddick. Ball passes to Griffin. Reddick for three. He's off from three. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable. Able to get the second one. And the Clippers call time here. They're losing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in overtime. What's your take, guys?
All right, fellas, see if we can take it. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
Because that way you have enough time for a quick putback if you miss.
To tie, can't connect. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwayne. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Player of the game, Dwayne Wade. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.